Hi Sagittarius, this is going to be your reading for the first few weeks in July. Sorry, I'm a little late, you guys. I've had a crazy end of June and beginning of July, but better late than never, right? So it's good for any placement of Sagittarius in your natal chart. As always, keep in mind, this is a general reading. It's not a private reading meant for just one person, so it's not going to resonate with everyone that watches. Check your other placements. If this doesn't hit it for you, Sag, you can find the messages that you need there instead, or in addition to this message about different parts of your life. If you want to book a private reading with me, the link to my website is down in the description below this video and all my YouTube videos. If you're new, welcome to Soma Chandra Tarot. Subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I read for your sign. Also, Sag, subscribe to my other channel. It's called Soma Chandra Libra. Don't let the name of that channel fool you, though. On my other channel, Soma Chandra Libra, I do love messages for Sagittarius and Libra every 4 days. I made a channel just for those two signs. So subscribe to that channel as well. I will put out a love message over there for you guys this week. You can apply this to any part of your life. I do see some relationship stuff going on though. All right, let's begin. Interesting time. Sagittarius, there's a lot of transformation happening for you. Scorpio energy here with butterfly spirit. And it is about your immortal soul, your purpose and destiny in life. Some of you may be thinking about a career change, or you're trying to see yourself in a different way, in a different light. Your immortal spirit is involved. Your purpose and your destiny is in focus for you at this time. Your boss sign and your sun sign is going to be coming out very strong. So if you're a Sag sun, yeah, you're going to be feeling it. And you are thinking about change and transformation, very much so. Now is a time of expansion and success. Spirit guardian of the summer, expansion. We are in the middle of summer here in the US, in particular on the East Coast where I am. So this time frame, or perhaps in the summer, would be wherever you are in the world, is a good time for expansion. But with the secret spring, this is the secret to your success. I noticed I kept looking at secret. Some of you may be holding back in sharing some secret knowledge and wisdom at this time, and I see it here with the High Priestess strength and the Hermit. But now is the time for expansion and success for you. But your challenge is Dragonfly, change. Change and transformation. Can you allow yourself to change and grow as a person in order to experience this success? Something about achieving success for you will require change and expansion, and I think you're ready. This has been a slow, subtle transformation for a while, but now's a good time to shake things up and make some changes for yourself. You will feel successful. You will, but your challenge is change, okay? Astrology activations, Scorpio, Aries, and Saturn. Okay, I can see based on the oracle cards and the tarot that some of you want growth and change, but you're maybe not sure what direction to take. And some of you are afraid to open up and come out of your shell. Some of you are feeling a little secretive at this time. Some of you just have a Scorpio around you. Maybe you have Scorpio in your chart, in a close planet. Scorpio energy is coming out strong at this time. This energy is intense. It is masterful, it is thoughtful, and it's magnetically charming, but it's also secretive and possessive. You are being asked to make a judgment call and develop something at this time. For some of you, it may involve work or relationship. Some of you are feeling a bit withdrawn in that way. Scorpio is intense, but it's keep it secret, keep it safe. You might be keeping quite a bit to yourself. In particular, your emotions. You do want to move slowly. You want to scan your environment and observe your environment before you can open up and trust. But I do think you're feeling very deep and intense right now and emotional. But I don't think you want to show the world that at this moment, because what came out with it was Aries in reverse. This energy is dynamic and spontaneous, and it's crusading, impulsive, and crusading, and an impulsive action is likely. No, I think you're suppressing that at this time. Some of you are afraid to share something with the world, I think. Perhaps you're feeling possessive of some knowledge or a skill set here, or you're having a hard time opening up. Trust yourself. Scorpios need a lot of loyalty and a lot of consistency and a lot of love in their life. So surround yourself with those kind of people, and then you might feel a bit more supported to be dynamic and spontaneous. I do think you will have around you or within you a dynamic and spontaneous energy and a crusading and an impulsive energy. I just think you're suppressing it because your challenge is Saturn. I think you are holding back and holding on here. This is a part of you that accepts a challenge to change, accepts a challenge to gain wisdom. That's what the card says, and I love that. There is something that needs to change for you, Sag, so that you can expand into more success as a person. And I think that some of you are having a hard time being impulsive, which isn't typical of Sagittarians. You guys are usually like the Wheel of Fortune, like I'm gonna just see where the chips fall. But I think some of you really feel the need to hold back. And there might be quite a bit of hard work involved with this change. Just keep in mind what it says on the card. You will have to accept a challenge moving forward, but if you do so, you will gain wisdom. I think some of you are just feeling withdrawn and kind of holding back and holding on. One of your guides also just said, let go of old labels and ways of identifying yourself. It's safe to expand. It's safe to change. You don't have to restrict so much. This is coming out as a challenge for you. If you want expansion and success, change and transformation and hard work are involved. But I can see that you don't want to do any sudden movements right now. That just is what it is. I'm just giving you the forecast. You do with it what you will. So overall reason for the reading is the Seven of Cups. Lots of choices. A little overwhelmed. Wow. The need to choose wisely. Now with the Seven of Cups and the Moon, there is a strong possibility for fantasy and illusion at this time. Now, Spirit is telling you with, you know, your crowning thought being, and the highest version of yourself being the Nine of Swords and the Three of Wands, I can see that you do want to think about the future here. And I see that you may feel a little overwhelmed by a lot of your choices. But I think one of the problems you might be having is because there is a lack of clarity, there may be heavy emotion, but there is possibly quite a bit of illusion or confusion about the future for you in some way. This is stressful. Try to release your worry. Sagittarius, what if I told you you do not necessarily need to know what's right around the bend for you, to just trust yourself and believe that you can create this destiny? Yes, your choices are overwhelming and quite a bit of your future remains to be seen, but stay focused on your future and address your anxiety. Also, I'm really hearing it strongly that some of you are just stressed out because you don't, quote unquote, know what comes next for you. You don't necessarily have to know. The future is here for you to create and manifest. There's a lot of untapped hidden potential with the Moon, but a lot remains to be seen for you right now. Watch out for illusion and a fantasy. But I think mostly it's just a fear over not knowing what the future brings and being overwhelmed by choices and confused. In particular, maybe in where a relationship is going, because that's in your recent past. What's driving you is work. This has been coming out a lot for you guys. Well, you're very focused on something right now. Some of you work with your hands. Some of you are focused on details and numbers. Don't forget to look up at all your accomplishments. You're kind of like an assembly line right now, Sagittarius. Some of you are working a lot, very focused on the details, kind of trying to mind your own business. This is not a bad thing to motivate us. You may be thinking about work quite a bit, but you are trying to stay focused on a routine. Some of you are trying to perfect a skill to a level of mastery. Keep it up. Keep it up. You look like you're doing great. But again, some of you may wonder like if what you're putting work into is going to cause gain, some kind of merit or gain in the future. You're not sure. Watch out for stress levels right now. Okay, you seem to be waiting for something and stressed out and confused. It may involve a relationship of some kind, because in the recent past, I have the Three of Cups. I had to clarify this. I was curious by what I saw. The Page of Swords, the Queen of Wands, and the King of Wands. Whoa. Well, there might be a lot of gossip, hearsay, and speculation about a relationship that you're having right now. Conversely, you may be worried about like Like if you have a romantic partner, you might be like, I heard from so-and-so that you went out with her after work the other night. What the hell was that about? You may be curious about a relationship that your partner is having. You may hear some gossip through the grapevine. Conversely, people might be terribly curious about what's going on between you and another person. This could also be just a dating thing where you're going out, you're getting to know someone, could be new love, could be old relationship or whatever, and there is a curiosity and a need to explore, get more information, and know more. The two of you could just be friends now. It could be a very passionate connection. It could possibly lead to more, but you'd have to clear up the speculation and confusion first. And I don't know that either one of you are off the market yet either. Yeah. So there is a curiosity about either coming from you or someone around you about a friendship or a relationship. Again, watch out for gossip and hearsay. I do see that you guys are somewhat confused about the future, but your next action is actually an action coming from Spirit and from the divine judgment. Scorpio here, the divine whistleblower. Spirit saying, wake up. Watch out for a strong inner critic. Don't let others around you judge you. Try not to judge yourself too harshly, but Spirit is saying to you, hey, you're kind of at a crossroads about something. We kind of want you to pay attention to a major choice that you need to make in your life, in particular about the direction you're going. I clarified it. I wanted to know what the judgment call was about, and I got the Magician and the Page of Pentacles, and then they wouldn't give me any more. Sag, this looks like something that you're meant to be developing. This could be a career or a skill or an ability. I love the Magician in this deck. He's looking at his wand like, what's this going to do for me? Is this the right tool? I do think you're examining your tools. I do think that you are examining your own abilities, knowing that you can be resourceful, you can be the single catalyst for change. The Magician is calculated, resourceful, and he has a plan. And it looks as though you're meant to develop something here. So for any of you that were planning on developing a new skill or getting something cooking in some way, Spirit's saying, hey, it's definitely time to do that. Develop something, give something a go. Don't psychoanalyze it. Put a bit of effort into it. Some of you are really ready to start utilizing a skill that you've been working on for quite some time. Yeah, it's definitely time to prove yourself. To prove yourself to yourself and get out there and get working on something. It may, and you may struggle to know exactly what that is, but they're saying just do it. Work with what you've got. Build upon a skill that you already have. Yeah, they're telling me to tell you that, and they're telling me to move on. Okay, the way you see yourself right now, the Two of Pentacles. Oh my, what do I do? Some of you are going to be very busy at the beginning of July. You might feel like you need to drown out emotions. Some of you need to make a practical choice about something. I clarified it, and I got the Nine of Wands and the Page of Wands. So when I get a 2, I usually drop out 2 cards to see what the choice is. Okay. For some of you, a choice that you need to make, a practical choice you need to make is, do I hang in there in a situation that I kind of feel guarded and worn down in that's already difficult, or do I check out something new? Sagittarius, be mindful of situations that you've been staying in, kind of making an excuse about. Sometimes the Two of Pentacles can be like, well, this is what I have to do right now. Are you sure? Do you really want to? Because you kind of look like you're just really hanging in there. And there's this part of you that always wants to wander and explore and try something new. Definitely open up to new possibilities here. Because you look like you may be kind of guarded in a situation. This could be work or it could be relationship. I mean, this Three of Cups could be work as well, like a creative collaboration. Others might be questioning it. You might be questioning it. I think it's time for you to open yourself up to new possibilities and believe in your own abilities here, Sag. Spirit wants you to do that despite the lack of clarity. But again, watch out for illusion. You won't, I just heard them say, you'll never know until you try. Be open to adding new exciting things and ingredients into your magic spell. It will help you develop more what needs to be developed for you. Hidden factors that you're not aware of. I got a Queen. Queen of Cups, the Four of Wands, and the Seven of Wands. Okay, this could be a water sign in your environment, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This may involve a get-together or a homecoming of some kind. This could be a romantic partner, friend, family member. I just heard roommate for some of you, someone in your local neighborhood. there is a defensiveness coming off of this person. They're a very emotional person. There is stability here, but there's also a guardedness with this person. You may be trying to decide what to do or what kind of relationship this is. You could be seeing more than one person at this time, okay? Watch out for people challenging you or challenging another person. There's just this water sign showing up in the environment that may feel somewhat challenged by you. This person's very emotional. They have a lot of stability. They may just feel like the world is against them sometimes. Yeah. And they're showing up in your environment for a reason. You may wonder if you should help this person or talk to them. They might not be super receptive. This could also be a hidden factor about you, which is that you have stability when you're at home, doing a lot of self-care as the Queen of Cups, and you yourself may need to make it clear to people, hey, I'm really just not up for new stuff right now. It seems like you might need to do that on your own terms, or someone in your environment might need to do that on their own terms. Also, watch out for triangulation in romantic relationships, friendships, and with family, because it's never good. You're supposed to be doing something here. The way you're going to be feeling is the High Priestess, and your final outcome is strength, and I have the Hermit at the bottom of the deck. I do think something might be disappointing you. It might be about a young water sign. Okay, they told me not to look at the Five of Cups, though. Some of you are rather withdrawn right now. Hermit and High Priestess are the esoteric power couple of the major arcana. You and another person around you may have some kind of a spiritual connection, but you're going to hold back and listen to your intuition because one of you is withdrawn and some of you definitely need more information, or you're just a little worried about what other people think. Definitely listen to your intuition at this time. It will take you strength to get through the beginning of July. And for those of you that are withdrawn and searching your soul, this might be about, you know, where you are going with your life, with your immortal soul involved. I can definitely see that some of you are struggling to open up in some way. So address what's making you feel guarded, what makes you feel like you have to be strong to show up to every day. But it's definitely okay to keep quiet and keep some things to yourself if you need to. I'm also seeing with the Hermit and the High Priestess, some of you are reconciling the aging process. Some of you feel new and fresh and young and mysterious in a situation sometimes, but then other times you feel a little bit differently about yourself. There may be a need to reconcile your aging process. You have a lot of wisdom and knowledge to share. Are we aging backwards? No, we're not. But with this age comes experience and comes wisdom. I do think some of you are trying to reconcile that. A lot of inner work to be done at this time, and a need to be strong. It seems like some things might be tough for you. And again, Sag, it's okay if you're not 100% sure where you're going. Okay, ignore the gossip around you and just focus on developing your own skills and your talents. Spirit is asking you to do that at this time. And remember, again, change is going to be necessary and you will need to accept a challenge. It just might be difficult for you to open up and expand to success, but it's calling. It is calling. It's definitely calling you, Sag, that success. But you can hold back for now if you feel like you need to. You just might need more information. Yeah, they're pulling back and they're telling me to stop. All right, Sag, that's your reading for the beginning of July. I hope it resonates and I hope it helps. Again, check out my other channel, Soma Chandra Libra, where I do love messages for you. And link to my website for private readings is down in the description below. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Sag. Take care. Bye. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.